Chubb on the counter. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a 1st down.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the 1st half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
2nd and 12. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the 1st quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. 1st quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up 1st downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. He'll drop to throw. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. J.J. Watt, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. The Browns send out their punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Play action. It's Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
First carry for the Clemson man, Travis Etienne.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
On first down, right back to Etienne. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. A give to Etienne running right. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
And I think the challenge they put upon themselves is, we want to be the guys to end that streak, and what's working in their favor, the winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because
into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And the Browns are going to take over here up near the 40. So the interception there, and Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers at that situation, they really become magnified.
The Browns drive about to get started as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. They'll find Schwartz complete right side. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
And that's a nice throw right there. And I'll tell you what I've seen in recent times and actually watched a presentation in the offseason from a college offensive coordinator that showed about 10 different drills that he runs with his quarterbacks to show them how to get out of the pocket, how to get comfortable when they're doing so, and to make plays under that type of duress. That's an example of what we're seeing in the colleges delivered to the NFL. Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. They'll look to throw here. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 28. We're scoreless after one. On to the second from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. That catch good for only a couple. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
2nd down and 8. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
A loss of 2 brings up 3rd and 10.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Dumps this to his running back, Chubb. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
I believe I could see what they were trying to do there, but unfortunately, the back ran out of room. Too close to the sideline. And for defenders, we're often taught, 11 on the field, those sidelines can become the 12th defender. It worked to the defense's advantage on that play.
So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice win for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
Taken in at the 3. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
They go play action with Lawrence. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Looking to throw, Lawrence. They're trying to find Chark, but it's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. Extra point attempt to follow here. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They go play action now. Lawrence eluding the pressure right. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
They go play action here on first down. He'll buy some time right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Josh Allen make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the running back? You just run straight for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
And he missed it. It's no good.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss, because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On 2nd and 10, Lawrence. He'll find Etienne out of the backfield. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
Flushed out right. He'll find his man, Laviska Shenault. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
The Jags with their first opportunity in the red zone. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9. And they'll run with Etienne. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Jaguars get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number one. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they've got just over 50 seconds to go till halftime, so they can try to put something together if they want. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
On first down, Lawrence. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
And a catch made by his tight end, Luke Farrell. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They'll run with Etienne. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Now Lawrence. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
In the red zone, precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. This is caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that gives them a 3-point lead. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Browns drive about to get started as they go to work with 12 seconds on the clock. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And finding the tight end Hooper. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. to throw. This is Casper catching it out right. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And this one is incomplete. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Jaguars out on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points of the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Lawrence will throw. Buying time to his left. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Well, that's where this Cleveland crowd, the dog pound in particular, make it difficult on opposing offenses. It looked like they might have had troubles communicating at the line, and it leads to the incompletion. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
They'll try the left side with ETN. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. Safety Grant Delpit up to make the play.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. On play action, Lawrence.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down.
And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. They'll drop this one off with ETN.
They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football.
And that is a situation where in a defender's mind, you just have to pick a point on the football field and think to yourself, I'm going to sprint full out and meet him at that point. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but he had to play diagnosed perfectly there.
A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward.
And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18.
Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
Lawrence going to throw again.
And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line.
Well, they were in the red zone, and they needed a first down. Was it a surprise to you that they went to the tight end?
Not at all. I thought, though, the defense might put a little more pressure on him, but still able to complete it.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Here's Lawrence.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there. A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the Jags take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And nowhere to go. He only makes it to the 5.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he fires one incomplete.
But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down.
Going out wide, finds Chubb.
And this is going to double their room to maneuver, able to get it from the 5 to the 10-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Drops it off for Chubb. Oh, he sheds himself free.
And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Handoff comes to Chubb. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Here's 2nd and a yard.
Check, 47. Here we go. 47.
And again, it's Chubb. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's got Hooper on the short connection. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Jags are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
They'll start on the ground. ETN. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Flush to his right. And Shark calls it in. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 27. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over it, and they got there to break that one up.
Second and 10. But to throw again is Lawrence. He finds his man, complete. It's Bush.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
The Jaguars on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Touchdown! A great play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year. And the Jaguars add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do the...
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 24. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Taken at the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Browns drive about to get started. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down. They'll look to throw here. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Denzel Ward, the number 4 pick in the 2018 draft, making the tackle from his corner spot.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime,